Hi, George Lorimer here. Your home sold, guaranteed or I'll buy it. Here's a quick question that I get from a lot of people. They say, hey, I want to move. I want to close. I want to go buy something else or make the move, but I need the money from the sale of my home in order to go make the move. What can I do? Here's a couple options. So you have to do this at the time of contract. So when the offer comes in, all the occupancy is negotiated at that point. So what we do is, if you need 30 days after closing, the quickest, the easiest way is if we can include that as part of the sale. So you get 30 days after the close of escrow. So you get your money and you get to stay in the house for 30 days. If things work out great, you would have no deposit and no rent. It would all be part of the contract. It's called a seller and occupancy after closing agreement. Okay. So that can be negotiated. If the buyer doesn't go for that, here's a couple other options. You can stay as in occupancy after closing and pay rent, and you can pay a deposit. That's another option. If you need the money to move, but they don't want you in there after closing, there's an option for, once all the contingencies are removed, you can release the deposit, the seller can, to you, $5,000, $10,000, something like that. So you can take that $5,000 or $10,000, go rent an apartment, a house, go do the moving, if you need that money for the move, and then that will just be taken off at the closing. Okay, that's another option. Another option too is a holdback. So what this is you agree to sell the place. They're a little concerned that you'll be staying there after the 30 days that's agreed upon after the closing. So what they do is they hold back some of your proceeds, again, probably $5,000 or $10,000. And so once you move out within 30 days, you get that money. And if you don't, that's a penalty that the seller keeps. So that's called a holdback. Okay, let's go over these first. So number one, the seller in possession after the close of escrow with no deposits, best for you as the seller. If they require a deposit and rent, then we can account for that. The next step is a release of deposit. So while you're in escrow, the buyer does all their inspections, they're going to move forward. They release their deposit to you while you're still in escrow, so you don't have all the money at closing. You just have $5,000 or $10,000. You can go make the move with that. The last one is a holdback. And what that is close escrow, you get all your proceeds, say $50,000, $100,000, a couple $100,000, whatever the number is. You have all those proceeds except $5,000 or $10,000, the holdback amount that escrow is holding. Okay, so these are some options for you if you need the cash prior to closing. They all have to be done at the time of contract, so you can't add them down the road. When the offer comes in, you have to counter offer with these items. If you'd like, some more help from us, we have 20 plus years experience, over 1,000 home sales. We've run into most scenarios. We can help you. 619-846-1244, George Lorimer. Thank you.